What's happening, everyone? My name's Anthony Santana, and welcome back to Max's Big Bust, a Captain Nekorai tale. I think this is episode 21. It has been a while since I've last played, but now I've cleared up a lot of memory on my Mac, and I can now install a couple other games that I've been playing before, and kind of put to the side because of memory issues. So here we are now, with Max's Big Bust. I had to actually jump ahead, so I now only have one save file. Anyways, let's continue where we last left off. So in the previous episode, Max was discovered because she jumped into the conference room a little too early, prematurely, and but already threw those false accusations. Let's just continue from there. At least you're feeling warmer now. And of course, I forgot all the voices. That's the usual. Hey Ember, I'm just fantastic. Having your hair set on fire and nearly dying of smoke inhalation is a great way to warm yourself up at night. Oh wait, did I say hey Ember? I meant yeah Ember. I said I was sorry. I'm still learning how this whole thing works. I didn't realize the car would be so flammable. Just turn the car engine on. No. You hungry, Holly? I bought some salt and vinegar chips at the petrol station. You want any? Nah, I'm good. You sure? Just eat them all. I don't really like salt and vinegar flavor anyway. Kind of giving her a sassy voice now, I think. There's something horribly wrong with you. Salt and vinegar is easily the best flavor. I like cheese and onion more. Can you eat those now that you're a cat? Doesn't cheese make you lactose intolerant? It's not actual cheese, is it? Just cheese flavoring, right? If it turns out I can't eat cheese and onion chips anymore, I'm gonna be pretty bloody pissed. So you're sure you don't want a chip? Yeah, go for it. Alrighty, more for me then. Huh, these are pretty good. Oh. Looks like this bag was mostly air, though. There's not really that much in here, when you think about it. She must be eating some, Australian version of Lay's. I'm glad these were on special. I'd have been pissed off if I paid full price for a bag of mostly air. They're just potatoes. It's not like they'd cost that much to make. Bloody chip companies trying to rip everyone off. They grow in the ground, for God's sake. Do you think you could eat those outside? What? Why? My cat ears are really sensitive. Ah, the crunching. And every time you crinkle that chips packet... Oh, okay, the packet. It makes my ears twitch. They're getting really itchy now. It's raining outside, Holly. I'm not gonna get out of the car. I'll get drenched. If you crouch under those bushes over there, it should be pretty dry. Holly, if you hate the sound so much, why don't you go sit outside until I've finished eating? It won't take long. I'm already halfway through the bag. Are you kidding, Ember? I'm a cat. Cats hate water. And I'm an immortal flame goddess. I probably don't mix well with water either. How does that work anyway? Does water hurt you? Have they tried that? I don't think so. I went swimming the other day and I felt fine. Honestly, I'm not sure if I've fully unlocked my powers yet. I can do these little tricks, like making small fires in the palm of my hands, but... Excuse me? Small fires? I'll have you know I've nearly died 5 minutes ago, Ember. I'd hardly call that small. Oh, blame the upholstery. That was still a small fire in my books. If you say so. I still feel like I'm missing something, though. My body just doesn't feel right yet, if you know what I mean. You reckon you're gonna transform again? Maybe. It'll be hilarious if it turns out your tits get bigger every time you level up your magical abilities. By the time you've hit the level cap, your boobs will be so big, you won't be able to leave the house. Oh, let's hope that doesn't happen. I don't think that's how it works. At least I hope that's not how it works. Maybe I should have done more research into that marble before I touched it. Yeah, maybe you should have. Maybe you should have waited for Max to have bigger tits before you decided to touch that thing. You think? You better start whitening those doorways, Ember. You won't be able to walk around your house soon. Oh, be quiet. What have I done? Yeah, what have you done? Okay, now we're back inside. Trying to remember the voice I gave him. In the previous episode, I changed his voice completely, so I'm going to try and go back to his original voice. So you were telling me that 3 off-duty police officers and a private investigator just so happened to be staying at the same bed and breakfast owned by your biggest so-called suspect? I fucking told you wankers that you were to stay the fuck out of this, and I don't buy your bloody story for a second. Do I look like... Nekorai? Yeah. Don't worry about this. I've got everything under control. Are you sure? I'm sure. Let me make myself clear. If I find any of you Drongus, snooping around or causing trouble tonight, I'll have your guts for garters. Understood? Yes, Commissioner Pandarai. Bloody hell, I need a beer. Oi, Butler bloke. Any of the TVs around here get the fucking foodie? The hell? I'm afraid not, good sir. Our cable packages does not include sports channels, but we have a good range of You've gotta be fucking dreaming! You're telling me you don't get those sports channels? I thought this was a 5-star resort, not some run-down motor inn with bars on the windows. What do you expect? Or your guests... What do you expect? Wrong voice, damn it! What do you expect your guests to do at night? Watch some fucking show about people cooking in their shitty kitchens and inviting people over for dinner at their house for the rest of the fucking eternity? I'd rather fucking die than watch that shit, mate. Well, I suppose there is a television in the kitchen that some of the other staff watch during their break. It's connected to the internet, and I have seen some of them watching sports on it before. Well, that's where I'm fucking going right now, isn't it? I'm not missing the fucking finals because you drongos couldn't sit and chill out for the sports channel. Seriously, mate. That's just common fucking sense. Very well, sir. Follow me. I shall escort you to the kitchen. No wonder this place is hemorrhaging money. It's run by bloody idiots. That didn't go so well. Why on earth did you run into the conference room without backup? We don't even have any evidence of any wrongdoing yet, Max. You probably could have waited, babe. Well, excuse me for taking some initiative with this case. It's not my fault you two were completely obsessed with some weird painting of an ostrich or whatever. We decided it was an abstract painting of a river. Although, now that I think of it, it could be an ostrich. Oh, great. You know what? You guys just go back to the room. I don't care about that stupid painting. Ugh, I'm so frustrated about this whole thing that I've worked myself up into a super hungry state. Aren't you hungry all the time anyway? That's beside the point. Is it dinner time soon? Sorry for the intrusion, everyone, but I have an announcement to make. Oh, is dinner almost ready? Please do not interrupt me when I'm speaking. Sorry. Unfortunately, due to the increased severity of tonight's storm, the creek surrounding Le Castro Manor has been flooded, and no cars will be able to enter or leave the premises until the storm subsides. Well, there went backup. What? This is hardly a cause for alarm, as we have plenty of rooms available, so you'll all be able to stay the night. This is simply for a matter of safety, as it is far too treacherous to risk anyone driving across that creek. But I need to get home. I have to get up early tomorrow morning. Rest assured that we'll endeavor to keep you as comfortable as possible while you're staying here. However, the safety of our guests is paramount, and as of right now, it is too dangerous to leave the manor. So we're stuck here all night? Unfortunately, yes. Well, tonight couldn't get any worse. Oh, it's about to get worse. Just you wait. Are we at least getting dinner soon? Dinner will be served in 45 minutes at 7:30. The same time it's served every night. What? 45 minutes? But I'm hungry now! Well, you're going to have to wait. Now if you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to. Oh man, I don't think I can wait 45 minutes for dinner. I've got a couple of cookies in my coat, babe. They better be in a package, not loose. Ooh, that'd be awesome. Seriously, man? You're bribing her with cookies? Chicks dig cookies. I guess. They're so chocolatey and melty. That's a new low, Ethan. Even for you. You're just jealous you didn't bring cookies. Yeah, Brad. Bring me food to eat next time. My skirt is vibrating. What? Her phone? What did you put in those cookies? Oh wait, hold up. It's my phone. Looks like Captain Nekorai is calling me. There's too many people around for me to take this here. I might go outside real quick. Let us know if he says anything important. Hehehe, that is some good minx. Well, we're about to make an arrest. Looks like I'm not the only one out here. I wasn't doing drugs. Sure you weren't, mate. I'd like to see any person get through that fucking meeting without being on something. I need to answer a phone call. Can you leave? Just give me a minute. Oh yeah, there we go. I think this is gonna be as good as it gets. Hello? Max, I'm just calling for a status report. How's everything going up there? Claire's taking care of Kitty this evening, so I'm really bored. I wrote up some case files for her a while, but it's just so boring. I wish I got to spend the evening at a fancy bed and breakfast. Oh, hi Mom. I'm doing great. I'm not your mother, Max. Yes, I was turned into a girl. Heather wasn't lying. It's a long story. Max, what are you doing? Is there somebody else there? I'm aware of that, Max. I'm a bit aloof sometimes, but I did notice your gender swapped. I didn't get to the rank of police captain for being an oblivious idiot. Alright, I'm good. Later, Blondie. Max? Hello? You there? Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. There was someone out here and I didn't want them to know I was talking to you. If that Druggo Dale High is here, then there's almost definitely a meeting about minks going on. Although I'm not sure what role he'd play in the organization. If you put him in charge of distribution, he'd just eat all the drugs. Oh, crap. Dale High is there? That's not good. I'll recognize you in an instant. Yeah, a little too late for that. He was pretty out of it when I arrested him. I'd be surprised if he remembered any of that. Anyway, Dale is the least of our worries. Guess who's here? Bianca? Who's Bianca? Who's Bianca? She's a girl I went to university with. I studied biomed with her. Why would a girl you went to university with be here? You said to guess, Max. Don't yell at me for guessing. I only did what you told me to do. Wait, you studied biomed at uni? Aren't you a police officer? Major change. It happens. Yes, but I wanted to be a scientist. I couldn't get a job as a scientist, so I transferred to law enforcement. I knew a couple of people at university who studied science, but I don't think any of them got full-time jobs out of it. Don't get me started. Anyway, this investigation just got a hell of a lot more complicated. Pandarai is here. What? Why is that bamboo chomping fuckwit at La Castro Manor? Does he know we're running an operation behind his back? Shit, we're all going to lose our jobs. I can't go back to being a scientific officer again. I said those days were behind me. I can't go back to being casual. Isn't it obvious why Pandarai is here? He wasn't expecting us. He's part of a secret rendezvous Evelyn is holding with all the local business owners in the dining room. Apparently he's here because he owns the Tattered Sail. Apparently they're discussing plans to renovate the mall, but we all know that's a load of bullshit. Evelyn's heard we've apprehended Natara, so she's called together everyone in her drug smuggling operation so they can strategize and regroup. So you think Pandarai is involved in Evelyn's Minx operation? Damn right I do. Hell, I bet he was the one who came up with the idea to sell drugs in the first place. It would explain why these mink smugglers keep avoiding us. It's like they know when we're coming. Wouldn't surprise me if there was a leak in the police force. Oh, there better not be. But Pandarai? I mean, I hate the fucker, but manufacturing minks? Don't worry, I'll get enough evidence to put him away for a long, long time. Arresting Pandarai would be incredibly satisfying. He'd lose his job too, and that means I'd probably get it. Commissioner Nekorai. Now that has a nice ring to it. What was that? Something wrong, Max? I don't know, I just thought I heard something. Maybe it's dinner being served. I'll call you back later, Captain Nekorai. Keep me in the loop. Alright, let's go eat some dinner. Woo! Mr. Rockvale? Our guests are waiting. Are you going to bring out the food anytime soon? Hello? Mr. Uh-oh. Mr. Rockvale? Oh? Oh my god! Ah! Mr. Rockvale? I reckon anything interesting is going on in there? Oh yeah, murder. You missed it. It's still too early yet. They're probably sitting around drinking tea or discussing the weather. I doubt we're missing anything. Yeah, you're probably right. It's so boring in here. I hate stakeouts. Join the club, Holly. Hey, what are you doing over there? I'm playing games on my phone. Aren't you worried about draining your battery? What if you need to make a phone call? Oh, it's okay. I've got it plugged in. What's your phone plugged into, Holly? Is it plugged into the cigarette lighter? Does that not work? Maybe? What did I say about draining the car battery, Holly? We need this car to drive. You don't let me do anything fun. It's a stakeout, Holly. It's not supposed to be fun. Now unplug your damn phone. No. Give me that. Hey, quit it. I said quit it. Don't set me on fire. Good job, Holly. Well, girlie, you're the forensic expert here. Is the bugger dead? Yep, he's dead as a doornail. Fan-bloody-tastic. Finals are on, but now I've got to deal with a fucking murder of all things. How long has he been dead for? Not long. He's still licking blood from his wounds. I'd say it's been about 15 minutes. Alright, I still don't know why the fuck you lot are here, and I don't buy your bloody... Wait, I don't buy your bloody it's a coincidence nonsense, but at this point, I don't bloody care. The creek's flooded, so I can't bring the boys in, so it looks like I'm stuck with you nunks. You redhead, keep doing whatever it is you're doing with your forensic shit. Got it. And you two idiots, who keep fighting over that blonde chick who apparently used to be a bloke, you're in charge of keeping everyone separate. Take four people or so each and keep an eye on them. I don't want any of them talking to each other. Sure, I can do that. Actually, I'm not a police officer. I'm a private investigator. Do I look like I give a shit? Go do your bloody job. But I said, go do your bloody job. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Oh, Ethan being put in his place. Bloody hell. And you, blondie bloke with the big tits. Well, at least he acknowledges them. I'm assuming that's me. Start questioning everybody. I want full details of everyone's alibi in the next 15 minutes or you're fired. Damn. 15 minutes? Better get to it, mate. I'm not mucking around. I'll fire you in an instant. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to watch the footy. You're off to watch the footy? Right after there's been a murder? Yeah, why not? Aren't you going to interrogate suspects and help with the investigation? You are the police commissioner, after all. Huh. You don't buy a dog and then bark yourself. I'm the police commissioner. I delegate jobs like this. And right now, I'm delegating this job to you. Because that's what I pay you for. I've been waiting all fucking year for finals. And I'm not gonna miss them just because some old cunt decides the best time to be murdered is right before the biggest matchup of the decade. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. Clearer than a window. Calm down. Why are we separating? It'll just make it easier for the murderer to slowly kill us one by one. We need to stay in a group. Haven't you seen the movies? Beck, I highly doubt we're dealing with a serial killer here. The murderer most likely knew the victim. I'm giving her a southern accent now. And they had some personal feud that led to the murder. That's all. Most likely? Most likely? You mean you don't know? Oh god, we're all gonna die. I don't want to die wearing this stupid hat. Calm down. All of you are safe. No one else is going to die. We don't know that. For all we know, the murderer could have been you, and you're planning on separating us so you can kill us when no one's around. Why should we trust you? Hey, don't accuse me. I'm a police officer. That doesn't mean anything. Cops kill people all the time. No, we don't. Boy, shut the fuck up. I can't hear the footy. See, you're upsetting the commissioner. Calm down. Why is he watching the footy right now? There's a killer among us. Any one of us could be next. Relax, relax. Pandaray put me in charge of finding the murderer, and I'm a great detective. I'll catch the killer in no time. You're in charge? You? Yep. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Wow. Abandon all hope, eh? I'll figure this out before anyone else is killed. And look, the door to the kitchen is wide open. 2 police officers are right here if you need them. I can see Mr. Rockville's corpse from here. Oh. Didn't think that through, did you, Max? Victoria, you might want to move that door a little bit to the left. Sorry, got it. See? Perfectly safe. I need to write out my will while there's still time. Alright, Max. Time to get your thinking cap on. Let's start with the alibis and go from there. Now, who should I question first? Let's just talk to Beck first. Everyone here looks kinda shaken. Well, not counting Ethan, that is. Oh, Beck isn't even here. Okay, well this guy, Dale. Dale, hi? How do you know my name? I arrested you on the highway about a week ago. You were driving under the influence of minks, and said your name was Terry. Oh yeah. Terry? I don't remember saying that. I do remember waking up in cells, though. That's hardly surprising. You were pretty far gone at the time, and judging by your actions earlier in the evening, it's a habit you haven't dropped. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the murder? It wasn't me. I mean, he does have an alibi. We were with him. I'm not saying it was you. I just need to know what you were doing at the time of the murder. If I recall correctly, you were out here snorting minks at around about the same time as the butler's death. I wasn't snorting minks. It must have been my imagination then. What were you up to this evening? Well, I'd been in that landholders meeting all afternoon, taking notes for Mr. House. Things were starting to wind down and I was feeling a little under the weather, so I decided to step outside, smell the fresh air, and take a whiff from my inhaler. You know, for asthma. So you suffer from asthma, and you use an inhaler to relieve the symptoms? Precisely. You'd have a script for that puffer, wouldn't you? Mind if I have a look at it? Yeah, that non-existent script. No, I lost it. You lost your puffer? Yeah. In the last 5 minutes? Yep. That wasn't an asthma puffer you were inhaling, was it? Dale? I don't give a shit about your casual drug use, Dale. All I'm after is whoever murdered that butler. I'm not going to arrest you over snorting a few vials of minks. You promise? I promise. Fine. I was snorting minks out here all evening. Dale, hi. You're under arrest for the use of prohibited substance. What? But you promised you wouldn't arrest me. I lied. Oh, come on. You know that's not fair. I'm calling police entrapment. It wasn't even that much minks anyway. It was like 20 milliliters. I understand getting a slap on the wrist, but arresting me, that's messed up. Relax, Dale. I was just messing with you. You're not under arrest. Really? Snort as much minks as you like. I don't care, so long as you're not selling it. Don't scare me like that. That's not funny. So just to clarify, you were outside when the murder took place. Yep. You saw me out here when you were on the phone, so you know there's no way I could have done it. I'm innocent. That is true. The time frame wouldn't add up otherwise. Like I said, I'm not the murderer. There's no way I could have killed that guy. Thanks for the information, Dale. I appreciate it. Okay. There was really no point in questioning him, but that conversation was just hilarious. Everyone here... Okay, I've already read that part. Let's skip Ethan for now. Hector Von House. I've got a few questions I'd like to ask you about the murder. I forgot the voice I gave him. Must I really concern myself with such a trifling matter? Surely we both have other things to do. Huh? You mean, like, the mushrooms that eat pigs? That pigs eat? What on earth are you talking about? Well, you mentioned trifles. Trifles are a type of dessert. You're thinking truffles. What does a dessert have to do with the murder? I said it's a trifling matter. It's a common figure of speech for something that doesn't concern you. Do you live under a rock? Well, you would know. You used to be my landlord. I guess concrete is a kind of rock. I'm not a murderer, but if you keep this up, I might just become one. Now ask your damn questions and get out of my sight before I have an emotional breakdown. Alrighty then. Where were you at the time of the murder? As you are aware... Oh, that's a long paragraph. As you are aware, I had spent the evening sitting outside on the balustrade. However, a chill wind began to pick up, so I retired inside. I was enjoying a freshly cooked scone. That tasted absolutely delightful, when suddenly I was rudely interrupted by screaming, running, and all sorts of nonsense going on. Judging by that commotion, I believe I was inside the manor when the murder itself took place, but without knowing the exact time of death, I wouldn't be able to confirm that with certainty. Alright, that sounds fair enough. Wait, did you say freshly cooked scone? Where did you get one of those? One of the maids was bringing them around. What? Why didn't I get one? I haven't eaten since I got here. I wonder if there's any scones left over. I could really go for one right about now. Are you asking me about a murder or what I ate for dinner? Sorry. Got off track there for a bit. Is there anyone else that saw you inside that could back up your story? The maid, I suppose. But I choose to ignore other people when I can. Most people aren't worth the breath you exhale while talking to them. Take now, for instance. Gee, thanks. So you didn't see anyone else apart from the maid? Not that I saw. But I've been quite consumed with the thought recently. I couldn't tell if there was anyone else around. I was too busy focusing on more important matters. Alrighty. That should do me for now. Thanks, Hector. That's Mr. Von House to you. Now remove yourself from my presence. What a prick. Okay. Should we talk to Ethan? Nah, I'll come back to him. So let's just see the notes. Okay, so Dale is good. Max Newling. I'm like 90% sure it's not me. I'm too cute to kill anyone. It looks like we also have to question Ethan. Hey babe, handling things alright? Yeah, I'm getting there. At the moment, I'm just interviewing everyone and figuring out their alibis. It's kinda tedious, but I'm working my way through it. Stick with it, babe. It's harder to keep a story straight than you'd think. If private investigation has taught me anything, it's that people get flighty under pressure. Sooner or later, someone's going to say something that doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm counting on. Anyway, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about what you saw? I'm just trying to piece everything together right now. No worries. Where do you want me to start from? Last I saw you, you were trying to decipher that painting with Brad. He's got an alibi because he was with Brad. Unless the two of them could have done it, but I doubt that. Yeah, that's where the two of us were. I'm starting to think we're reading too much into it and the artist was just an idiot. But once you've solved this murder, we'll go back and have a lengthy argument about it. I know that boofhead is wrong. The use of watercolor doesn't signify anything. Uh-huh. The two of you were upstairs the whole time. Did you see anything else while you were up there? I think everyone was downstairs, but I did see that maid girl and the younger butler moving around. They were restocking all of the guest rooms. The two of them actually came inside and restocked the soaps in the bathroom while Brad and I were arguing. Oh, did they give us those little tiny shampoo bottles? I love those. I call dibs on taking them home. They're all yours, babe. Woohoo! Body wash is stupid and a waste of money. But if it's free, then I won't feel guilty using it. I need to stay in fancy hotels more often. So you definitely saw Alfred and Trixie enter the room. Yep, they were upstairs at approximately the time of the murder, so it's probably unlikely they were behind this. Don't rule them out completely, but I'd consider them low priority suspects right now. Thanks for the information, Ethan. I really appreciate it. You'll figure this out, babe. I know it. Okay, we're done here. Let's just go to the kitchen. See who's there, besides Pandarai. Ew, there's like blood everywhere in here. 3 people in here, but I can't exactly talk to the butler. Well, that's one down. I know you're busy playing with that corpse right now, but do you have a few moments for me to ask you some questions, Victoria? I guess the dead guy can wait. What do you need to know, Max? Whereabouts were you during the time of the murder, Victoria? Me? I was upstairs the whole time. Whereabouts upstairs? Hi, Victoria. You better answer. I was in Evelyn's room. So you were cheating on me, Max. It's not like that. I was just looking at her bedroom. Just looking at her bedroom, huh? How gullible do you think I am? I don't think you're gullible, Max. And also, I wasn't cheating on you, I promise. Fine, I believe you. For now. While you were admiring Evelyn's room, did you hear or see anything out of the ordinary? Nope. I did hear that maid girl scream when she found the dead body, but apart from that, I didn't hear any noises coming from downstairs. And Evelyn was with you the entire time? Yep, I didn't take my eyes off her. There's no way she can be the murderer. She probably just paid the other butler, Alfred, to kill him. That's what I'd do if I were her. I don't think Evelyn is the murderer, Max. And saying that doesn't mean I want to sleep with her either. It just couldn't have been her. We'll see about that. Need anything else from me? Nope, I'm good. I'll let you get back to your work. Thanks, Max. I'll be right here if you need me. Short and simple. You two were fucking, weren't you? Hey! What exactly were you doing up there then, Fine, we were going to town on each other. You are aware she's evil, aren't you? She's not evil. Her name is pronounced Evelyn. It's like super duper obvious she's behind this whole thing somehow. She's got you under her spell. Actually, you might be onto something with that last thing. Oh boy. Huh? Never mind. But yeah, I was with Evelyn the entire time, so there's no way she could have been the murderer. You didn't see or hear anything out of the ordinary while you were upstairs then? Like sounds of a struggle going on downstairs by any chance? I was pretty distracted, Max. I couldn't hear anything over Evelyn's moaning. Alright, that's more than enough information for me. So, just to clarify, you were with Evelyn the entire time and you didn't notice anything strange during that time? Yeah, I wish I could be more used to you, Max, but I just didn't see anything. Sorry. That's alright. At least we now know where Evelyn was during the murder. Thanks for the information, Victoria. Don't mention it. If you need me for anything, just let me know. Okay. Should I even talk to Pandarai? He'll probably, like, yell his face out. Oh, whatever. Commissioner Pandarai, aren't you bothered by the fact there's a corpse right next to you? No. What's he gonna do? He's dead. This isn't the first time I've watched the sport at the scene of a murder, and it won't be the last. Well. Oh, come on. That was a bloody try. What the fuck is this ref thinking? Is he watching the same game we are? Unfucking believable. Have you got time for a few questions? Nope, I'm watching the footy. But there's been a murder. Do I look like I fucking care? Go do your job. But I am doing my job. Crap, it's a bloody ad break. You've got 2 minutes, Blondie. If you want to ask me a question, now's the time. Time's ticking. It's your damn questions. Alright. During the time the victim was murdered, where were you? If you were in the kitchen watching the footy, wouldn't you have seen the murder take place? The footy hadn't started yet. They were showing some crappy soap opera nonsense. I went and took a piss in that dunny near the front desk, so I missed the murder. I missed the bloody kickoff because of all this stuff around too. I just want to watch the game at home, with a nice cold beer in my hand. But then it suddenly starts pissing down and now I'm stuck here watching the game on a tiny ass TV. Just my fucking luck. So you didn't see anything? Nope. And did anyone see you leave the kitchen and go to the bathroom? Nope. So you were in the hallway bathroom. That's not far from the kitchen, so you wouldn't have heard something? So wouldn't you have heard something? There weren't sounds of a struggle or anything like that. Like I said, it's pissing down. This place has a tin roof, so the only thing I could hear while I was taking a piss was the rain. It was actually quite relaxing. Well, what about... Game's back on. Question time's over. But... I say, question time is over. Now go solve the bloody murder. I don't think Pandrai is a very good police commissioner. Yeah, me neither. I think that's everyone, right? Yeah, that's everyone. Okay, let's just review the notes. Commissioner Pandrai was taking a piss, didn't hear anything strange. Victoria, definitely screwing Evelyn, was completely distracted. Dale High, we've already read. Ethan was upstairs with Brad, saw Alfred and maid cleaning. Okay. So now... Oh, I can go outside. Was that one of the options before? No, it wasn't, was it? It's so cold out here. There's a few people out here to talk to. Well, if it isn't Alfred. I knew you were obsessed with cute girls, but murder? That surprised even me. Wait, what? You think I did it? Why? You're a butler. Oh crap, I am too. I guess that puts me right at the top of your suspect list. Yep. Mom told me I should have gone for the bellboy position in case something like this happened. I really should have listened to her. I may be a butler, but that doesn't mean I was the murderer. And I can prove it, too. Oh yeah? And how exactly can you prove it wasn't you? I was with Trixie the entire time. We were restocking all of the rooms upstairs for all the guests that would be staying the night. As I was upstairs the whole time, there's no way I could have gone to the kitchen and murdered Mr. Rockvale. Oh, is that so? Yep, go ask Trixie. She'll tell you. I can't be the murderer. I'm afraid it's not that simple, Alfred. Oh man, I got myself into so much trouble with this one. I wasn't even supposed to be working late tonight. I had plans to go to Coffee Shrine after work and everything. Really now? Hey Bonnie, do the Fox Girl Sexy Shuffle. Alfred is bored. I told you not to use that name outside a Coffee Shrine. But it's funny! And look how sad Alfred is. You'll cheer him up if you do the shuffle for him. I'm not doing it, and that's final. Oh, you're no fun. That muscular police officer over there is Bonnie? The cute little fox girl? Yep. It's amazing what transformation serums can do nowadays. Does he have a thing for Bonnie? You're right there, Alfred. Whoops. I think I broke him. I'll leave you to your existential crisis, Alfred. If you need anything else, I know where to find you. Bonnie-chan. Oh man, Alfred.exe has stopped responding. Okay, let's just talk to Brad next. Hey Brad, how's it going out here? These two seem to be holding up alright. They're both a little bit shaky, but that's only fair considering their boss was just brutally murdered, and his serial killer is still on the loose. I've made sure to keep them separated. None of them have had a chance to talk to each other, so you should be able to get a straight story out of them. Has Alfred admitted to the murder yet? No, we just talked to him. Oh? Have you found some evidence linking him to the murder? No, but why should I? He's a butler, Brad. A butler, a butler. And considering the other butler is dead, then he's the only one remaining suspect that could have done it. The butler isn't always the murderer, Max. We're stuck in a spooky mansion with a bunch of diverse and interesting rich people when suddenly a murder takes place, and it just so happens to be during the exact same time a massive thunderstorm hits, causing us to be stranded in the middle of nowhere with no connection to the outside world. This is a classic murder mystery 101, Brad. The butler always does it. We're not cut off from the rest of the world, Max. My phone is working just fine. Really? Mine doesn't get any service. Maybe I forgot to recharge it. He has been saying it's been on low battery for like forever now. I think the little icon is broken. Whatever. Alfred was still the murderer, or maybe you're just draining power from the phone. Alfred might be a massive pervert, but I don't think he's got it in him. You should see how he acts at Coffee Shrine. He's so aloof and carefree. People like that generally don't murder people. They do when they work as butlers. Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the murder? Sure, no problem. What do you need to know? Where were you during the time of the murder? I'm still trying to work out exactly where I've been at the exact time of death. But I did go upstairs with Ethan right after we were all told about the storm. The two of us had unfinished business to settle. You were still arguing about that painting, weren't you? Damn right I was. That spoiled prick doesn't even know what he's talking about. There's no way it's a magic eye painting. I could never seem to get those to work as a kid. Sometimes I could kind of see it, but it never looked like the pictures in the back of the book. That being said, I know a magic eye picture when I see one, and that painting wasn't one of them. So you spent the entire evening upstairs with Ethan? Did you see anyone else while you were up there? I think one of the staff members might have come in to change the towels or something. I wasn't really paying attention at the time. Ethan and I were having a pretty heated argument. So you're not sure if there was anyone else there? Sorry, buddy. If I knew a murder was going to take place, I would have been paying a lot more attention. Oh well, some information is better than nothing. Thanks for the help, Brad. Don't mention it. If I remember anything else useful, I'll let you know. Brad. You're kind of letting us down here. Alfred cleaning us upstairs. Ha, he's a butler, was him. What does it say for Brad? Was upstairs with Ethan, still distracted by painting. Alright, Evelyn. Evelyn LeCastro. As you'd probably expect, I have some questions for you. Do you have a moment? Sure. Wait, what did you want to ask me? Oh no, not wait, what? Why are you so nervous all of a sudden? What happened to that calm and composed attitude you always have? Gee, you don't think it would have anything to do with the fact my most senior staff member and trusted friend was just murdered in my own home? Is that not allowed to upset me? Fair point. I think I'm going to have to sell this house. I don't feel safe here anymore. This place is really nice. Don't let one murder ruin it for you. This is an awesome mansion. There are so many bedrooms. Although, it could do with a swimming pool, and having lots of bedrooms would just give a murderer heaps of places to hide if they broke into your house. You're not exactly helping. Build a swimming pool. Anyway, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Of course not. Go ahead. Where were you during the time of the murder? I was in my room upstairs. Victoria and I were the only ones present. Oh, and what were the two of you doing upstairs? None of your business. Ask Victoria if you don't believe me. She'll back up my story. Already did. I might just do that. Did you see or hear anything out of the ordinary while you were upstairs? No, but I was somewhat distracted. Victoria might have heard something, but everything seemed normal to me. Interesting. Thanks for the information, Evelyn. Rest assured, we're going to find this murderer. No offense, but I have a feeling I'd do a better job at solving this case myself. Oh. None taken. Alright, what does the note say about her? Was porking Victoria. She's obviously super evil. Yeah, those are some great notes you have there, Max. Okay, so this looks like the last place. What to do? Let me just make sure. Dining hall outside. Yeah, that is the last place. Okay. There's a couple of people to question here. A couple? You mean there's a few? Trixie, wasn't it? You mind if I ask you a few questions? What about? Just about what you were doing at the time of the murder. I'm trying to put together where everyone was at the time Mr. Rockbell died. Oh, no thanks. What do you mean, no thanks? I might look cute and innocent in this maid outfit, but I'm actually studying law at university. I know my rights. I don't have to tell you anything unless I'm in the presence of a lawyer. Well, shit. That's true. But don't you want to see this murderer brought to justice? There's half a dozen police officers here. I'm not exactly concerned for my safety. And I know I'm innocent. But I don't want to say anything that winds up biting me in the arse later. Fair point. So you're not going to give me anything? Bring me back to the police station and let me speak to a lawyer first. Then I'll talk. But right now, I'm staying silent about the matter. You're really making this difficult for me, Trixie. What can I say? I don't trust coppers, and I don't want to go to prison. I'm not talking unless I speak with a lawyer. This girl is smarter than she looks. I think this maid is hiding something. Will she answer, though? So, Trixie, Alfred tells me you were cleaning rooms with him before the murder. Is this true? Alfred says a lot of things. Oh. Ethan saw you upstairs as well. That's two people who saw you. Fine, I admit it, I was cleaning rooms with Alfred, but that doesn't mean I had anything to do with the murder. And I'm not going to say anything else on that matter until I've spoken to a lawyer. Actually, that's more than enough information. I still appreciate the info. Thanks, Trixie. I shouldn't have said anything. Let's ask about the crumpets. So you're not going to tell me where you were during the time of the murder, huh? Nope. Well, that's too bad, because I just spoke to a guest who saw you downstairs handing out crumpets at the approximate time of the murder. Now I know where you were. Is that a bluff? Can't determine where I was just from one person's testimony, especially a guest. For all you know, they could have me mixed up with another staff member. But I'm not admitting to anything. Understood? Damn it, she's got a point. Surely someone else saw her downstairs. So two places at once? I'm not done here. I doubt she could be at two places at once. Wait, we've already talked to her. No, we haven't. Hey, Becky, how's things? Oh, about as well as they could, considering my boss was just horrifically murdered half an hour ago. I'm absolutely terrified, Max. Yeah, I get that. This whole thing is pretty spooky. I don't know how you're not freaking out right now. This is the scariest situation I've ever been in. I might not look like it, but I am a police officer. I'm trained to deal with situations like this, and this isn't my first murder case. Although this is the first time I've been in the same building when the murder took place, and I've never had to deal with the murderer still running around too. I'm scared, Max. I don't want to die. Don't panic. We've got everything under control. There's a police officer in every room of the house. We'll keep you safe. There were the same number of police officers here half an hour ago, and that didn't stop a murder from taking place. Yeah, well, we're paying attention now. Don't worry, no more people should die tonight. Should? I meant will. No more people will die tonight. That's not very reassuring. Have you got time to answer a few questions? I guess, but I don't think I'll be helpful at all. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was right here, manning the front desk. Did anyone else see you working, or were you the only one here? You don't think I'm the murderer, do you? So you were by yourself out here. I don't have an alibi. Calm down, Becky. That doesn't mean I think you're the murderer. Although technically, bellhops are a kind of a butler. Oh wait, I was on the phone with a customer booking a room for next week. They can back up my story. The computer logs my phone calls too. Okay. Now that I think about it. Here, see? I was on the phone during the time of the murder. It can't be me. Let's just say you didn't just leave the phone off the hook. Kill the butler, then walk back here and hang up the phone. It'd be the perfect cover. Oh, good thinking, Max. It wasn't me, I swear. I've never killed anything. I don't even use fly spray because it makes me feel guilty. Well, I did hit a duck with my car once, but that wasn't my fault. It flew right in front of me, and I really felt bad about it afterwards. Easy, easy. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm going to find and arrest this murderer. And if that's not you, then you've got absolutely nothing to worry about. Just stay calm. The situation is under control. Doesn't feel like it's under control. That's all I need for now. Thanks, Becky. Okay, last one. Zara. Oh god, she's gonna kill my voice. I'm already feeling it sore. I need to take a drink real quick. Okay. Hey Zara, how you holding up? Right now we're... what voice did I give her? Right now we're in the middle of the biggest rainstorm of the year, and I'm stuck stranded in a gaudy mansion with a homicidal maniac on the loose. How do you think I'm holding up, Max? Your ears seem perky, so I'd say you're doing pretty well? Well, I'm not. Not only does that butler guy forbid us from driving home, but he goes and gets himself murdered like an arsehole, so now we're all scared for our lives as well. I was supposed to be eating Chinese food tonight, Max, and now I'm the suspect in a bloody murder case. I don't think this night could get any worse. You mind if I ask you a few questions? Trying to piece together what happened so you can arrest the murderer? Yep, that's my job. You know the drill. Why are you bothering with questioning me? It's obvious that Alfred did it. I know, right? He's the only butler left. It couldn't have been anyone else. Just arrest him now. Save yourself some trouble. There's no need to interrogate everyone. Zara... You're really redirecting the accusation. Pandarai is here, so I really need to follow protocol or I'll lose my job. So Zara, where were you at the time of the murder? I was outside, remember? You talked to me and everything. I even gave you a revealing swimsuit photos. How did you forget that? But that was before. The murder took place after that, Zara. After I snuck into the dining room. There was that big announcement about the bridge flooding, and you got really upset. The butler was still alive then. Oh, right. I thought that was before I went outside. Nope. Well, in that case, I'm pretty sure I was inside when it happened. I was sitting in one of the hallways playing games on my phone. I'd run out of charge, so I plugged into one of the power points on the wall. I had to unplug a light stand, but it wasn't turned on, so I don't think anyone minds. Actually, it's this one right here, see? Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, I buy your story. Okay, fair enough. For now, that is. Did you see anyone else moving around right before the time of the murder? Not that I can remember. You're just out of sight of the main desk. You're just out of sight of the main desk here, so I didn't see anyone. But I was kind of distracted by my phone. So you were the only one in this part of the hallway. Wait. Main desk. That's already not adding up with what's her name? Oh wait, no, that's right. That cute little maid girl was bringing scones around to everyone, downstairs. She offered me one, but I wasn't really that hungry. I don't like pastries that much anyway. You turned down free scones? I could arrest you right now, Zara, because clearly you've had some sort of psychotic episode. No one in their right mind turns down a scone. They're not that great, Max. You monster. So the only person you saw at the time of the murder was the maid Trixie. Yep, she's the only person I remember seeing. Thanks for the information, Zara. Don't mention it. Huh. Nobody else, right? Yeah, there's nobody else. Let's go back to the dining room. Nobody new has shown up, have they? Nope. Let's review the notes. Can I already place an accusation? Okay, I don't think I can. Alright. Alfred, cleaning rooms upstairs. He's a butler, it was him. Commissioner Pandarai was taking a piss, didn't hear anything strange. Becky, taking call in a reception, didn't see anyone. Really questioning Becky right now. Victoria screwing Evelyn. Zara alone in the grand hall. Maid brought her a crumpet. Dale smoking outside, we already know he's innocent. Trixie won't tell me anything, suspiciously defensive. Evelyn porking Victoria. Ethan upstairs with Brad saw Alfred and the maid. Hector claims to have been outside. Maid brought him a crumpet. Yeah, so then the maid was possibly in two places at once. Okay, Max, why am I even reading hers? Brad was upstairs with Ethan. Is there somebody I didn't talk to yet? Everybody has notes on them. You know what? I did not fully talk to Trixie again. Okay, there we go. This is it. Finally. So I did have to question her further. Trixie, Trixie, I now know definitively that you were handing out crumpets downstairs at the approximate time of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Both Zara and the busty magic bunny girl and Hector the douchey real estate guy saw you downstairs handing out crumpets, and I interviewed them separately. That proves it. Fine, you got me. I was handing out crumpets downstairs. That's all I'm saying on the matter. If you want anything else out of me, you're going to have to get a lawyer. Something tells me I might not need one. Yep, that was it. That was the key. Aha! Why did you make that noise? Because, my dear Trixie, you've just dug yourself a very deep hole. I've got no idea how you're going to explain your way out of this one. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Didn't you just admit to being upstairs with Alfred cleaning rooms prior to the murder? Yeah, so? Well, if you were upstairs restocking rooms with Alfred the whole time, then how are you also downstairs serving crumpets to everyone? There's been a mistake. I've got multiple witnesses claiming they saw you in two places at once, Trixie. How do you explain that? You're wrong. So all these people are lying. Yeah, they have to be. Trixie. Where were you during the time of the murder, Trixie? Were you upstairs or were you downstairs? I need to speak to a lawyer. Oh, there's no need for that. I can explain why multiple witnesses saw you in two places at once, Trixie. You can? Yep. Then prove it. Oh, damn it! I'm gonna have to save for that one. Crumpets were laced with hallucinogens. Trixie has an evil twin. Well, that just sounds bad. Someone else was wearing the maid costume. Bingo! But who could be that someone else? I'm gonna go with that. That wasn't you upstairs at all. Someone else was wearing a maid costume. Oh yeah? Who? Becky? Surely Alfred would recognize her. Damn it. He was serving the crumpets downstairs then. And our guests didn't notice? We don't look exactly familiar. Yeah, that didn't work. Maybe they were distracted and not paying attention. Try again, Copper. Evil twin. Laced with hallucinogens. But how would that connect? I'm gonna go with the hallucinogens. You laced the crumpets with hallucinogenic drugs you stole from the medicine supply room, causing Zara and Hector to think they saw you, but in actuality, they just had a shared delusion. You were never downstairs at all. Wouldn't that mean I was downstairs, though? Even if I did lace the crumpets with drugs, how did Hector and Zara get them? I'd have to give it to them, surely. Good point. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, evil twin. You have an evil twin! Yeah, that must be it. It's the only way you could be in two places at the exact same time. You were working downstairs at the same time your evil twin was working upstairs. It makes perfect sense. How did you know? Really? That was it? Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Fine, I admit it. My twin sister and I have been working here for the past 6 months, pretending to be one person, so we can take longer breaks or take turns having a day off. You sneaky. What? Really? I mean, I knew that all along. It's a perfect scheme. And I've been waiting for you to slip up all evening. I'm a master detective. Stuff like this is child's play to me. Of course you had an evil twin. One of you killed a butler while the other one worked in plain view, so that you had an alibi. And because no one knows you had a sister, no one would ever suspect it's you. It's a genius plan that should have worked. But something went wrong and you slipped up. Both you and your sister were seen, and now your sick and malicious plan for the perfect murder has crumbled all around you. Admit it, you and your sister killed the butler. That's not true. I'm not a murderer, and neither is my sister. Sure, we were running a work scam, but we didn't kill anyone, and especially not Mr. Rockvale. He was a great boss. If you're not the murderer, then prove it. I need to speak to a lawyer. Why are you two screaming? Trixie has an evil twin who assisted her in murdering the butler. I just figured it out. An evil twin? Yep. You, get me a lawyer. Max, have you been refusing to let this girl speak to a lawyer this whole time? Yeah, but it was for a good cause. I got her to admit she has an evil twin. Does she actually have an evil twin? Or have you just driven her insane by abusing your power as a police officer? Oh boy. Trixie, calm down. We'll figure this out. I'm so scared, Millie. There. Oh, wait. There. I've got you. Well, there's the twin. See? I told you. Evil twin. This changes nothing, Max. Get her on the phone to a lawyer. Fine. And that's where I'm gonna end it. We started off with a conversation between Holly and Ember, and we're gonna end this episode with a conversation between Holly and Ember. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and the end of this investigation will be coming up in the next episode. Take care, everybody.